I'm Daniel Blair, a violinist and a guy who tried very, very hard to become a medical doctor. Who would do that? I don't know. I was 14 years old and my parents, who homeschooled me, decided to skip me through many, many grades. Why? I had a dream to become a medical doctor. Oh, the prestige, the money. Well, I'm sitting in my first college anatomy class, learning things about the body that I did not know existed. So I started shadowing. I shadowed everywhere. Primary care doctors, ear, nose, and throat doctors, orthopedic. I stood through 9 hours of a parotidectomy. They cut a guy's face like open. It like mesmerized me. It was equal parts like creepy and awesome. Like thousands of other kids, I declare my major as pre-med. That's not a major, you actually have to have a major, but yes, we get that you're pre-med. I declare exercise science, and I could work with athletes and make billions of dollars. My advisor gives me a bad piece of advice. You really want to speed this up. So I'm telling everyone, I'm going to be a medical doctor at age 22. Oh my gosh, I had a rather large opinion of myself. So my advisor says, Daniel, just sign up for both of them, then you can drop the one that's not going very well. This is true, except there's this thing called a drop date, and you actually do have to drop it. And I ran to the admissions office and I said, hey, I meant to drop this class. If I have to retake it later, will it replace my grade? Because I'm thinking I can just stop going to this class. They say, yes, it will, but you'll have to pay for both classes. I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna be a doctor one day, so drop in the bucket. And that sparked a terrible idea. I would just quit going, take an F, and retake it the following semester. It was a brilliant plan. So fast forward to me at age 19 applying to medical school. We do not use your school's official transcripts. You have to put in every class, even the ones you failed. They specifically say that. And we will put together our own weighted GPA. Crap. Yeah. Every single class that I dropped/failed was actually calculated into my GPA because I was a moron. So I go take my MCAT. Have you ever had it happen where a bunch of people tell you that you're like a big deal and really smart and you kind of end up believing it? And when you get in a room full of smart people, you realize that you actually have to work really hard. And I got in like the 30th percentile. That means 70% of the people who took it and got into med school did better than me. I'm like, I gotta swing this thing into my favor. I go get a job at the hospital. So I get all my stuff together and they say, no, but you're ruining my plan. I will not be denied medical school. And I get a second degree. I study really hard for my MCAT, 65th percentile. I'm like, surely now I'm a concert violinist. Do you know how young I was when I started school? I still didn't get in, and here's why. I sit down to talk to people about why I'm gonna be a doctor. Daniel, so let's say you're a doctor. You've been practicing a few years. What does your life look like? So I've got this doctor thing. It's providing me a stable income, taking care of my family, and I'm gonna have this music studio, and I'm gonna be able to create all this amazing original songs and videos, and I'll be able to pay for it with my money from being a doctor. Note to self, when trying to get into medical school, do not be more excited about anything else other than becoming a doctor. And they told me, you look like you're really excited about music. Have you considered doing that for a living? We see here you're a concert violinist. And I said, well, yeah, I would love to do that. That's not really a smart career choice. So yeah, here I am. Can I be a doctor, please? So they said no again. It's not good. I was fortunate enough to have some doctors tell me, look, if you're just looking for an income, you can spend the time, effort that you would have put into med school and residency into business, into your craft, and you can have similar results. People do these things. They can be spectacular and you can be happy. But I took this break to decide if I was really in it for the long haul for med school. There's people out there that cannot ever dream of doing anything other than becoming a medical doctor. Those are the people that need to become doctors. I took a year to kind of think about that and decided I was going to pursue my love of violin. I love it. It's like ridiculously challenging. You can never ever reach the pinnacle. There's always more to learn from. And I get to do stuff that people haven't usually seen done on a violin, like make weird sounds 1 minute and then actually play something demanding the next. I even recently had some doctors that I used to shadow with reach out to me, congratulate me, my success in my field and online and performing locally. I didn't want to let something I would have been good at stand in the way of something I can be great at. It should be unsigned. That is the story of why I am so glad I did not get into medical school, because I would have been way too busy to practice. My skills would have suffered and no one would have appreciated my sound effects. So there it is, meant to be a violinist. Can't touch this. Guys, don't go backward in life. Go fanward in life. Moral of the story. When deciding upon a career, get more information than what you think you understand from the admissions office. Number 2, talk to people who have achieved everything there is to achieve in your fields and see which of them whose lifestyle you would prefer. Me, I want to be Paul McCartney. I don't want to be the guy that's at the ER in the middle of the night trying to sew somebody back together. I'm sure that person who's being sewn up is very, very grateful for them. But I like to sleep. I like to practice violin.